Hey guys, my name is Matt. Hey guys, my name is Matt.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Dustin at Daily Grind Fantasy here. Bring you guys another stream. We're going to find plus EV plays using Daily Grind Fantasy. See somebody already mentioning in the comments. Do you plan on showing methodology for finding plus EV plays? Basically, yes. We use a tool here called Daily Grind Fantasy that shows us the best plus EV plays at all times on these DFS apps. So we plan on using the tools to compare lines and odds directly back to the sportsbooks or these other DFS apps to find plays with an edge that over the long term will create profitability for you playing these DFS apps, these set payout platforms, or even some of these other ones. Somebody says, do you use OddsJam for your picks? Nope. Daily Grind Fantasy is what we use here for our picks. 57 people in here. 10 likes. Make sure you guys come in, hit the like button. We would appreciate it as it does really help us out. We have a taco to go ahead and play. Tyrese Maxey discounted from 25.5 down to 21.5. So we can go ahead and start off with Taco Tuesday if you guys want. We have a lot of League of Legends at the very second. So we could try and find if there's any correlation to go ahead and get in. I see right off rip. Let's see, who's this? Tangoon's playing anyone's Legends. So yeah, so we have over on Tangoon and then under on Shanks. Positively correlated. I mean, we look direct comparison to Hot Streak. We have 5.5 for Tangyun with minus 223 juice to the over. We got it set to 4 on PrizePicks. Shanks 2 off from Hot Streak. They have juice minus 211 under 7.5. So really, really insane plays right there to start off. Positively correlated. And then let's see where else we might have some positive correlation with these League of Legends plays real quick. Let's see. I mean, we might just be able to go ahead and get in these 2 really solid plays here. Hang on one second. Might actually have some positive correlation. All right, so we do have some positive correlation that we can still get in. Right here. ZDZ over 4.5, set to 5.5, juiced on the over. And then on the same team, we're going to be taking Zuhu. I have no clue how to actually pronounce that. I apologize. Over 7 kills. So boom. This is going to be the taco play. I mean, you got double correlation in 2 separate League of Legends games, and then you have the taco over 21.5 points. If somebody wants to give me the alley-oop onto Twitter, those of you that kind of help me out, I would appreciate it. That way we can go ahead and get it into the chat. But yes, this is going to be the Maxi taco. And then 4 correlated League of Legends plays. 2 in each game. 88 people, 15 likes. You guys been letting me down to the likes a little bit. I know yesterday wasn't a great day here on stream, or really in general, for any of the content that I put out. But nonetheless, long-term profitability. You guys been here. You guys seen a lot of wins. You guys seen losses. Bad day is going to happen. Yesterday was one of those, so that does kind of suck. But good bounce back spot when there's a bunch of promos. We got some promos on Underdog as well that we could take advantage of. So let's see. RP's hooking it up. So here, let me go ahead and put the link in the chat for you guys. Boom. Not in the new house yet, guys. Currently in a little temporary house right now. But new house will be done within the next few months-ish. Hopefully by June, maybe July, I'm hoping. But yeah, it's being built currently. Somebody says, what are the ideal picks when it comes to Dabble and using the tools, like a 3-man, etc.? Yeah, so 3-pick, uninsured, and then, okay, we can just pull it up. If you guys are ever curious and you guys have the tools, you can kind of look here and see what's going to have the lowest odds. So like a 3-pick non-insured -122, and then a 5-pick non-insured -121. Those are kind of the two best when it comes to Dabble, which you're not finding too often. A lot of value that's going to get you some slips made with their new kind of structure. They move really fast. They're pretty sharp these days. Ideal pick or yeah, Daffy. I mean, it ends up being kind of what you're asking. It ends up being kind of personal preference, right? Like, depending on what book it is, do I really love going a 1-to-1 comparison for some of these esports plays? Depending on, like, here, let's see if I can find an example. So, like, right here, like, I wouldn't love this Jalen Green play, especially since, we got DraftKings at 33.4. The market's kind of split, right? These are a little higher. It's, a little bit closer to this 37.5. They're down here at 33. Does look like they are the most aggressive, but like I would love to see, these come down to 33-ish before necessarily trusting that. Sometimes I'll take it. Just kind of, personal preference. Like I said, I don't love 1-to-1 comparisons for fantasy scores. I'd rather have multiple books kind of backing that up, taking into consideration the even lines. Trying to find some other good examples that you might. I mean, off rip, Giannis over 6.5 assists seems to be a solid play. You do have the market average odds of -142. We're looking at -119 odds and 5- and 6-man flexes on PrizePicks. You have a bunch of backup, right? The more data you have, the more books you have, book support, the better, and the more trust you can have in that play. That's always the case, right? But it just kind of depends on personal preference when it comes down to you actually building your slips. If you want to only play plays that have 3 books or 2 books or, whatever you kind of want. Personal preference, really. Pickleball plays. Did they add pickleball? Is that a thing? I wouldn't be surprised. Pickleball's taking the world by storm. Daffy. So positive correlation in League of Legends, if you are wondering, is 2 overs in the same team, 2 unders in the same team, or an over and an under in the same game on opposite teams. Yeah, we're going to hit the UD promo, RP. You already know that. Trying to build something with the maxi. UD plays quick. So, was pickleball champ in his hometown? I don't think so. I don't think I was a pickleball champ. I've actually only played it one time. I think only one time. And I absolutely loved it. So I would like to play it again. Ooh, hold on. We're getting some good value here. Well, let's maybe get in a parlay play slip real quick. Lillard and Sabonis over 45.5 points. Over 45.5. And then we can use our slide the line on one of these other plays that will allow us to use so this is kind of being weighed here. So we can go David Fuchs over 8.5 points. We can take it down to 7 or sorry, 8 maybe. Let's see. So we take that over, and then we could slide the line. Don't want to miss out on this play. Wish they would let you slide the line on the combo squares. And the reason why we can't just choose anything is because we need it to be over the statistic of 7 in order to drop it down or to move it in one way or the other. So No, we'll go with that. These 3 books, average odds about -137. We get it 0.5 lower and at -129. We'll take it. We'll take it because this isn't going to be here forever. This is either going to bump or they are going to remove it in general. So let's go ahead and take that. Bunch of college basketball on. It's March. It's March. If you guys want to go ahead and get that in on... Sorry, I forgot that I have up the PrizePicks screen thing. My apologies. But yeah. So we have that, and you guys can see David Fuchs, -129 right now is what they have this 8.5 line at. We're bumping it down to 8. Still getting it at -129, and then, you know, market average about -137 right now. So, but we're mostly getting into play, especially because this Damian Lillard's bonus play is really that good. You know, a very heavy percent chance to hit at almost 59%. So we'll go ahead and take it. Hopefully you guys are able to go ahead and get that in. That's how I've been using my slide the line lately on ParlayPlay. Is if I ever see a really good play pop up on the optimizer, I'm going to try and find the next best play that I can, plus EV wise, and then slide the line, make it that much better of a play for us, and get it in together. So let's see. Yeah, so there is some NHL PrizePicks correlation. If you guys want to do a slip on in NHL correlation, we could definitely do that. Let me bounce around just a tad bit more, see where else we have some value, because there is some more NBA value across the industry in general, let alone a bunch of League of Legends, guys. A bunch of League of Legends. Oh, I forgot we have the UD promo. Victor Hovland over 69.5 strokes. I'm not sure which one of these are the best discount at the very second. Let's see. I don't know where they're all down from, but let's see. So Jalen Brunson, very favored over 27.5 points already. That seems to be pretty solid, 53.36%. What else we got? We have Maxi, 21. Maxi's favored over 25, 52%. Let's see, what else we got? Siakam and Jalen Green. So Siakam, ooh, so definitely not as good as some of these other plays. And then Jalen Green at 19.5. So I mean, favored over. I actually like Brunson here. I think if it's the same amount, I actually didn't really pay attention. If it's the same amount discount, let me actually check this real quick. Let's see. And then yeah, so I actually like Brunson the best here. So we'll go Brunson, and then as it stands right now, you know, we are working on trying to get a little bit more data and book support for PGA itself. But Victor Hovland is a really solid play, -155. You can look at some other books if you really wanted to, and you're getting some good book support there at around this -150, -155 number, over 69.5 strokes, 56.07% odds to hit when it comes to you know, the books in this golf play. So I'm gonna go ahead and The only thing with this is we're waiting a few days for Victor Hovland to go ahead and tee off Thursday. But Jalen Brunson hits and our other play hits, we're going to be looking at a fun little sweat for Thursday's Players Championship. That's going to be awesome. So Victor Hovland over 69.5 strokes. And then from there, let's go ahead and check out some of these other plays. Okay. So we have some esports plays where we have multiple data points that we can kind of get into. We have Che on Fluxo under 28 kills, set to 26.5 on Hot Streak, 26 on JockMKT. Hot Streak does have minus 161 juice to the under of 26.5. So favoring the under. We have Malik Beasley over 3 points. Juiced, pretty heavy push potential prop. If you guys want to stick with NBA, do you guys want to stick with NBA or do we want to grab Che? Like I said, they both have push potential technically, right? A little bit higher push potential here, I would say. Okay, likes Che. Tuesday morning. Why are we looking at Wednesday? Stunna. It's because where there's value, we snipe it. It's not going to be here all day long, right? It's eventually going to get bumped or removed in some shape or fashion, right? So it looks like I'm just going to make the executive decision and go with Che here. As we have, 2 books, dynamic payout platform, juice in the under of 26.5. We get it at 28. I'm going to go ahead and make that executive decision. Get Che in here. So Che to the under, Hovland over, and then Brunson over. It's gonna be the slip there. Well, no, duh. It's not even gonna let me put it in for the champions. Let me refresh. So we could take Josh Hart if we really wanted to and take Maxi again on the discount, but at the same time, this is probably being weighed pretty heavily by Pinnacle, so it's not even as good as a play as it's probably showing just based off of that when the rest of the market has it a little bit lower. But still at 27. I mean, it's still a solid play for what it is, but I'd rather play Che, to be honest with you. Getting that discrepancy. And like I said, I don't really care about having to wait till Thursday one way or the other, like either way. So it doesn't really bother me. If you guys don't want to play Che and you want to play somebody else or take a different discount, go ahead. I just showed you guys that Brunson was the best discount currently as it stands with the odds and the discounts that we're getting. Taking Brunson over 23.5 points is the better of the options. And then Hovland, like I said, some of the other books also backing this up, but like I said, we're working on trying to get some more of that added to the actual optimizer itself. But over 69.5 strokes for him, minus 155 on DraftKings right now at 69.5. And then Che, basically 2 off from 2 other DFS apps and juiced on the under of one of those dynamic payout platforms being Hot Streak. Let's see, ParlayPlay. So they still got Lillard and Sabonis up there. It's a little bit surprising, but we will we'll see where that ends up. Somebody was asking about better a little bit. Yeah, so they've changed their payouts. Like I said, it probably wasn't going to last too long. That 6-pick insured slip was insane. Sorry, was it 6-pick? Yeah, 6-pick insured slip was insane. Now it's the 5-pick, 6-pick insured, really up to your preference of which one, but you ain't going to find too much value at the moment with that current slip type over there. Check it on Fliff. Nothing too much at the moment. You got some of these plays here that are these longer shot plays. None of those player props that you guys are typically looking for whenever we're on there. Let's go. You guys want to go ahead and do a correlated NHL slip? Oh, there's 30 thumbs up. Kino, appreciate you pumping the likes though. Can you go over the Pick6 tool that just came out? Well, first off, let's do this. Let's do this. If you want an in-depth recap about how it works, I'm going to go ahead and send something in the chat, and I suggest you guys check it out. So Matt went ahead and did a thread on DraftKings Pick6. Essentially, it's a player pool kind of format where it says pick 2 to 6 players from the same sport, predict if they'll score more or less than their stat projection, just like PrizePicks. Choose players from at least 2 different teams. Same thing as like PrizePicks and all these other apps. Enter your stake and join a contest. So basically, like if you're a $10 entry, I guess you go in with $10 entries. And then they are, I believe they're set payouts. So depending on how many people enter and how many people win each one, or how many people get 6 of 6, they split X amount of prize, 5 of 6, so on and so forth. But you guys can read the in-depth on how it exactly works. I know some people had some really, really good success with it yesterday using the optimizer that we just released for it. But essentially, there are ownerships. You know, if more people are on a certain prop, you might get less of a return. But nonetheless, it'll show you where these big discrepancies are on DraftKings Pick6, as they don't actually, once they set a line, it's set for good, right? They're not bumping lines on that specific version of their DraftKings Pick6. So these are the best plays as far as odds percent to hit, and then you can kind of go from there. You could pick and see which ones you guys want to play. You can take into consideration ownership. The payouts are going to be, based on group performance and by sport. So the same chance to hit may be more or less profitable between different sports. It's all noted on there. I'm not too familiar with it. We just kind of launched the tool for it, but I have not been able to fiddle with DraftKings Pick6 myself. Matt himself did use it before. Let's see. Trying to be teacher's pet. That's funny. Yeah, all right. Let's, you know what, before we do anything else, let's give out a correlated NHL slip. You guys know we like doing this. UD dropped a full sportsbook in North Carolina. So that's their only spot where they have a sportsbook. What was I going to say? Oh, linked in the description of the live stream, guys. You guys can get access to the tools at Daily Grind Fantasy. The Fantasy Bundle, which includes the middling tool and the optimizer, kind of what we were just looking at. And then here, a separate subscription would be the correlation tools / profitable slip generator that we're kind of rolling out here. However, let's go ahead and pick a PrizePicks NHL slip to give out here on stream. Now, this is going to be a correlated slip, and if you guys don't know, what this tool does is it scans the market or scans these DFS apps to find the most highly correlated plays or player props in those specific games, puts them into a slip, the most profitable slip that could be built based off correlation for you to tail. So you simply reveal it, tail it, and then you're good to go. So we did see some bumps on our slip from earlier. And then also, if you guys want to go ahead, you guys can see Tenguin and Shanks have been bumped in our direction that we were looking for. So some good value already secured on that slip. You guys, if you can put into the chat, this is kind of how I like doing it. What slip, let me turn this off. What slip do you guys want me to reveal? put in just one team from, these slips, PrizePicks, NHL, Correlation, that you guys want me to reveal, and I will go ahead and take whoever you guys say. Majority wins. So we got 2 for Panthers early. Panthers, Blackhawks. All right. So looks like pretty easy. Panthers it is. Panthers Stars it is. Almost 100 correlation score and 229.80% profit margin. Let's go ahead and reveal this slip then. Let me go ahead and bring back I guess we'll do it in just a second. So, for those of you that don't know about correlation in NHL, this is kind of what we're looking at and what we're rooting on. So, we're going to need the Dallas Stars to be in possession of the puck a lot for this slip to pan out most of the time, right? It could happen in many different ways, but what we're really hoping for is possession of the puck is dominated by the Dallas Stars, where they are going over shots on goal, right? Because the more they're on offense, more opportunity to get shots on goal. And if they're on offense a lot, less opportunity for the Panthers to be shooting puck at Jake Ottinger for him to go over saves, because we're going to be taking this under 27.5. And then block shots for Gustav Forsling over 1.5 block shots. Once again, if they're on defense a lot, these boys are shooting puck a lot, likely he's going over 1.5 block shots. It is possible to get limited on these books using correlation plays. Yes, and it's also possible just to get limited from winning in general, whether it's plus EV plays or whatever it might be. Yeah, you can definitely get limited, and a lot of winning sports bettors are limited. If there's I must have missed something. Hang on. Yeah, Steve, you answered that good. Yeah, we'll see. But let's go ahead. Let me see. So this is going to be the slip. I'm not sure who's all in here, but if you can build it out, would appreciate a toss, a lob into the Twitter sphere for me. Not sure if RP is still here. Will I be at Bet Bash? I don't think so. There you go. There is the slip there. Hold on. Let me re-put that in there. There you go. So there's a slip there. But I don't know if there is anybody kind of just watching. But I'll go ahead and build it out over here as well. So then our shots on goal. Let's see. Go to Dallas. So our shots on goal, we're going to be going with Jace Robinson over 2.5. Heisekinen, Miro, Rupintz, and Wyatt Johnston. All right. Boom. So there it is. There's the 6 picks, 25x payout. Guys, the reason why there's such an edge playing... Oh, I don't even have it up. Here it is. The reason why there's such an edge playing, correlation on a set payout platform like PrizePicks or any of these other apps that are going to allow you to is the fact that you are still getting 25x payout. They're not docking you for having that positive correlation in your slip like the sports books, right? You guys seen it all year long in NFL, college football, where we are getting, let's say, $100 slip on PrizePicks, where you're getting $2,500 for 6 of 6. A 6 of 6 payout on that same slip on FanDuel or DraftKings was like $1,700 payout, $1,800, $2,100 payout. Like, we've seen it so many times because they're docking you for having that positive correlation. PrizePicks is not. Or sometimes they won't even let you. Like these sportsbooks aren't even going to let you put combined saves and shots on goal into a slip or into a parlay because they know it's so highly correlated. And I'm not saying PrizePicks doesn't know that it's correlated. They just aren't docking your payout for that correlation. So there. That's going to be the slip there for PrizePicks. Correlated NHL slip for you guys. The link is in the chat. All right. Let's go ahead and kind of circle back through real quick. I want to see something here. Whoa. Could be some value here taking the over 22.5 on ParlayPlay. It's 24.5 on both of these other DFS apps. Well, actually, not other DFS apps, but one DFS app and then one being DraftKings. Jacob, not at the very second. Not unless you're able to get off a full plus EV slip. Based off the optimizer. If you don't have plus EV plays to make a full plus EV plays to make a full plus EV slip, then I wouldn't necessarily touch it. But of course, if there's promos and anything like that, you should definitely be playing the promos or free squares or protected plays, of course, right? But kind of like let's say sleeper. Like sleeper, I only play sleeper during promos because there's no other reason to, because there's not really plus EV plays. They're super sharp. They're a dynamic payout platform. And you can very rarely take advantage of them, except for whenever you have these promos that have a high percent chance to hit. You can really take advantage of them, and you should whenever they are running those promos. So yeah, 5-pick non-insured on Sportsquack is going to be your best bet. Minus 121, which is just a little bit below 55-ish%. There's nothing crazy right now. I don't know if you want to wait a little bit later for your projected play to see if you get some better value on certain or closer to the game time when there's NBA news, lineup news, injury news, etc. Kind of up to you as far as that goes. Let's see. Oh my gosh, UD, what are we doing here? I don't know if this is my internet or if it's Underdog. Most likely it's Underdog at this very moment. We good? We good? I type something, it takes legit 5 seconds. All right, so Victor Hovland has been bumped up to 70.5. So we have the over of 69.5 been bumped up to 70.5. Told you that would not last, guys. I know it doesn't play till Thursday, but you want to lock in value when value shows itself. No matter if you got to wait a few days, typically, right? It's up to everybody, but I would suggest because if it's up there and it's good value does not last. You're going to see it get bumped. You're going to see it get removed one way or the other. Let's get a bunch of League of Legends plays here on PrizePicks. Definitely. We could kind of build out a slip on PrizePicks if we want. Do you only play promos on ParlayPlay? Yeah, typically, or a slide the line each day, basically, on ParlayPlay. Right? This was really, really good value, about a 59% chance to hit. And then this was a solid play, over 8.5 on the sportsbooks. Forgot what it was favored over. We were already getting a little bit better odds. But then we bumped the line down using our slide the line, as it was the next best play that you could use a slide the line on, being a stat over 7 or higher. So we use that. So I will use my slide the line because that kind of creates a promo. Well, it is a promo, but it creates like a Taco Tuesday almost, especially if you could find a really good play to go with it. So yeah. Yeah, UD in the 3 picks, sometimes the variance I've had on UD with 3 picks, so weird. Sometimes it's a heater, and then sometimes it's L's. I don't know what it is with the 3 picks that get me sometimes, but kind of the same thing with Dabble as well. Those 3 picks, man, they'll get you. Jabari Smith over 11.5 rebounds plus assists. Set 12.5 on the books, guys. Jabari Smith. Got some other decent NBA value. You have some fantasy scores that are looking pretty solid. A couple of them being weighed down by others a little bit. You guys got to remember what we are simply doing as far as all of these lines, whether it's these fantasy score lines or the lines that the sportsbooks are setting, or the odds, that the sportsbooks are setting. We're simply pulling this data into one place for you guys to quickly and efficiently find good plays, right? Sometimes you do have to kind of weed out if Pinnacle has something at -170 and the rest of the market's at -140, it's probably that Pinnacle's weighing that a tad bit within, if there's 3 sportsbooks or 4 sportsbooks, Pinnacle's probably weighing it. So it's probably closer-ish to that -140, right? Than it is -170, given that the rest of the market's there. So you do have to, learn a little bit about the tools, and I highly suggest that. Learning more about the tools before you jump into it, definitely. Fred VanVleet over 7.5 assists. Let's do this. Hang on. We already got Che. So they're just agreeing here. This is, honestly, ParlayPlay seems to be off here. So you can take this under on ParlayPlay, Anton Watson, and then Alec Dukas. But Dukas is slightly favored over 18.5, but to take the under of 20.5, probably pretty good. The math would have to be done to be 100% positive. But Nembhard under 6.5 assists. Fred VanVleet over 7.5 seems solid. Same thing here with Graham Mike, sorry. But Anton Watson and Graham Mike are on the same team. We could do... Yeah, let's do this then. Let's see if we can build this out. Let me refresh. And actually, No, I'm looking at this. These are kind of weighing us down a little bit here. Yeah, these odds aren't super great on 6.5. So no, we won't force it. We won't force it. Fred bumped already. Yeah, UD's been a little quick. So Lillard and Sabonis have been bumped up to 46.5. We got it at 45.5 on that slip. So already got some value throughout that slip, especially with the side of the line. So still nothing that we can really get in. All right. I think that is going to be quick, or not quick, going to be, I've read the last chat and it made me say quick. Going to be it for the live stream. Going to go ahead and try and post some more stuff on Twitter as we see some value hit the boards, guys. But that's going to be it. Best of luck if tail end these plays. Hopefully we have a better day than yesterday. But of course, we will be back yesterday or tomorrow with another live stream. And tune in on Twitter at sportsbydustin if you're not following me already. If you want access to the tools linked in the description of this live stream, get access to those. But that's going to be it. Peace, guys.